So they have to work very hard for their food. And this again replicates the hunting and chasing that the tigers would have to do in the wild. It wouldn't be very great for our tigers if we just delivered them a nicely, neatly packaged bit of steak every few days. It wouldn't really work out very well. They'd get very bored, we'd get very bored. So it's better for us to vary the way we feed our tigers quite a lot. So notice on both sides of the enclosure we have washing lines. We can hang the food on these washing lines, and it's great exercise for the tigers to help to pull the food off. We do also have poles on either side that the tigers can have their food hung up on. We like to hide the food in clothes, bags, boxes, chop it up into tiny bits, throw it everywhere. On the other side of the enclosure, so the large side, you'll notice we've got a big platform that's got a hook underneath it. What we can do is we can hang food on that hook, and then below that there's a board that wobbles, so it's a bit like a wobble board at the gym. So when the tigers are feeding on that, it's really great for working their stomach muscles and help keeping them nice and lean. Our two tigers are getting on a little bit now. Anushka is 12 this year and Ivor's 11. And they live to about the age of 18. So our tigers are getting on a little bit. But we still like to exercise them, still like to make them work. Not quite as hard as they did when they were young kittens, but we do like to make them work for their food. So unfortunately, for most animals really, but tigers in particular are not doing that well out there in the wild. Of this species of tiger, there are roughly between 400 and 500 left, so not many at all. Especially on a quiet day like today here at the zoo, there's probably double that number of people here at least on one day here at the zoo than there are of this tiger left in the whole of the wild. It's a very sad fact that we've already wiped out 3 species of tiger, and the other 5 are very, very quickly heading in the same direction. And there's another sad fact as well that there are more tigers being kept as pets in America, inappropriate pets really, than there are being kept being in the wild. So people are more interested in keeping these guys as pets than they are conserving them in their natural habitat. I'm sure when our tigers come out, you'll appreciate how beautiful and stunning they are, and how much of a massive shame it will be if we are to lose these guys out in there in the wild. Not only are they very impressive animals, but they're really important in the ecosystem. They help keep prey numbers down, which allows things such as vegetation and things to grow. They are just really important in balancing out the ecosystem. So the main reasons that we lose tigers is obviously, again, for a lot of animals, unfortunately, it's habitat destruction. More people need more room, so we're taking up more space as the population grows. Also, the areas where these tigers come from are great areas for logging, so people chop down the habitat for the tigers. Tigers do have quite large ranges out in the wild, so they do need quite a lot of space, and also when you reduce that. Also, if you have any questions or would like to know anything more, please feel free to come up and ask me. If not, we're just about done, so we've got to do our last few final safety checks before we release the tigers. So again, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Colchester Zoo. Thank you.
So technically that's not being tiger.
Yeah, like
So what does what they call now mean?
guessing so there's the big borders to snow ice, the same area.
There's a bit.
Who would even have the room to have a tiger as a pet? It would make no sense.
That'll be good show. Oh, it's just in there. Get out of here.
There she is. Oh, she can't find it yet. Oh, you're a pupae, aren't you?
I want Daddy to show you. Well, you show me. What you to show me?